Hey, hey, hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. I hope you're doing well. And in the most ridiculous instance of music industry news that I have read in quite a while, we have Spencer Eldon, the legendary Baby, pictured on the front of Nirvana's classic record Nevermind, who is now a full-grown man, no longer a baby. I love that the title says the Nirvana Baby is suing the band as if it's not a full-grown adult doing it. He is suing Nirvana's remaining members and basically anybody he can connected to the record in order to get hundreds of thousands of dollars off of his depiction on this cover, claiming you see the title over here, the headline on Stereo Gum. It's blurred out because we don't want to get demonetized on YouTube. Shout out to Stereo Gum though. Yeah, he's characterizing the photo now as what I will refer to as soup. He doesn't like that the album cover, according to him, is soup, which I think is a pretty tough characterization, frankly. Look, a lot of that comes down to, I would say, intent and the actual effect of the soup, that being things like arousal. I imagine for the vast majority of everyone who's seen this cover for more than 2 decades now, this thing is not soup. Like, the cultural effect and intentions behind this photo are pretty well established at this point. And it seems like Spencer was totally fine with this cover for a long time, going as far as to recreate the shoot, get a Nevermind tattoo, being pictured with the album cover. Not that people aren't entitled to change their minds on things, certainly they are, but it seems like this is a very sudden and a very strange and intense change of heart, which Stereo Gum notes over here as going back to a conversation with the Australian version of GQ in 2016, with Eldon saying, "Recently I've been thinking, what if I wasn't okay with my freaking penis being shown to everybody? I didn't really have a choice." I guess, as a baby, you didn't have any say in the matter of being, used as a baby model in a photo shoot for an album cover. That much is true. But just because that is true does not necessarily mean that the album cover is soup. And you'd be fighting a really big uphill battle against a pretty well-established industry of baby modeling in children's clothes, toys, various photos, and so on and so forth. And I wouldn't really worry about the penis thing because I'm going to assume it doesn't look like that now. There's also an excerpt from this interview, I believe, where Eldon also says, just a few months ago, changing his mind on the photo, just a few months ago when I was reaching out to Nirvana to see if they wanted to be part of my art show, I was getting referred to their managers and their lawyers. Why am I still on their cover if I'm not that big of a deal? Look, Spencer, I love the photo. I love the album. It's iconic. It's significant. It's important. You have played an essential role in rock history, and literally nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can take that away from you. You are a part of something that is much larger than what most people will ever be a part of. And it was, and it's a part of your life. It's a part of your timeline just merely by chance. That does not entitle you to the attention of every member of Nirvana whenever you want it. Going into some more of the details here, this just reads as more and more disingenuous. The fact that he is seeking $150K from each party named in the lawsuit, it doesn't really kind of speak to the seriousness of saying that this album cover is soup for me, because I felt like if this was my experience and I was genuinely hurt, torn apart, this is some sick, disgusting, perverted stuff and it's ruined my life, I would be seeking more than just sports car money. Maybe him and his lawyers are like kind of setting the price at this level in hopes that they'll just kind of like settle it and make him go away and just like, just get him to be quiet or whatever. If he somehow drags these guys into court, he's only going to end up embarrassing himself. And maybe he's sort of just throwing this whole lawsuit thing out there just as a means of getting some more attention on him, because he does seem like strangely hungry for attention, which I mean, look, being the Nirvana baby guy, you're going to get some of that just by being chill about the whole thing. You know what I mean? But maybe try to get some attention for stuff that's not so much related to this cover. Now, I will highlight one point of unfairness that I think is definitely like worth chewing over a little bit. Eldon's parents were just paid $200 for the photo. Just $200. I mean, it is $200 in 90s bucks, but it's still just $200 to be on one of the most iconic album covers of all time. If this is really the problem and this is really the issue, ultimately, like, just say you got paid crap, dude. You're going to get more sympathy and more concern from people if you're kind of bringing that point up than to just like outright lie about what the photo is and what the intention of the photo is. Nobody will be interested in you getting paid if it means taking the band to court over this totally bogus, made-up accusation about what the intent and the character of the photo is. Those are my thoughts. Not good. This is not good, but I think as it stands and given the general reaction to this lawsuit, it's not looking good for Spencer. And yeah, it shouldn't, because this is dumb. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments of this one, and we will see you in the next video. Over here next to my head is one that you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Nirvana, Nevermind, forever.